Town Prescott Valley Work Study, November 19th, 2020. Call to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Hunt.
Here.
Councilmember Schumacher.
Present.
Councilmember Packard.
Present.
Councilmember Grossman.
Still here.
Councilmember Anderson.
Here.
Vice Mayor Nye.
Definitely here.
Mayor Plaguda.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Great. Moving on, item 3A, spray pad presentation by the one and only Casey Van Haren. Welcome.
Actually, Nick Grobluski is the star of the show. I'm just his sidekick tonight.
Nice.
Does that mean you're the sideshow?
Grobluski? Did I say it right, Nick?
Welcome, Nick.
Multiple ways to pronounce it. It's okay.
Bam!
We're not seeing this.
Seeing it?
Oh, now we are.
Perfect. Thank you. Good evening, Council, Vice Mayor, Mayor. I just wanted to give you a quick update on our spray pad kind of progress we've been making out there at Bob Edwards Park. We've been working with a couple of different vendors to get designs back. Our proposed location.
Not working?
There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. The proposed location will be west of the Ramada, kind of right there off of the parking lot area. Both vendors have been great, submitted two very similar designs, layouts, about 2,500 square foot on both of them, 25 to 30 spray pad features, couple of ADA, 3-foot tallish, some 7-8 footers overhead, and then the rest, about 20, 25, will be embedded in the spray pad itself. Let's see.
That'll help her, Casey.
I think if you just hit the space bar.
Space bar? There we go. There's one of them. That's by Extra Play. You can kind of see what we were talking about with those different features. Try to keep most of them in the ground, but also give them some of that vertical playability. Same thing, there's kind of the overhead model of how the water will kind of cover that whole pad. Fortunately, both of these will be able to be sequenced and timed, so we're not having every fixture running at the same time. That'll allow us to kind of conserve some water while at the same time giving the kids a little more activity as well. Oh, what did I do?
You're done.
Good Lord. Goodness, I apologize. This is not my forte. Enter, okay. There's the next one. This one's by Play It Safe, still similar designs, similar concepts. Working with both these vendors on construction timelines, hoping to get those in there and ready to go beginning of the new year, and then hopefully with a late spring opening as we warm up and actually want to use these. The servicing will be a brushed concrete broom finish. And yeah, we're working on a perimeter fence as well to kind of keep that barrier between the parking lot and the children playing, some ADA sidewalks running to and from the Ramada and the pad and give some connectivity that way. And yeah, with that, I'll answer any questions any of you may have.
Nick, I think you just touched on it. When did you hope to start on the project, and how long does it take to go?
We're finalizing these two designs and working on a good way to collect the water, repurpose it for good usage so we're not wasting any of it. So I'm hoping through December we'll work through all that, and then we'll be ready to go, I'm sure back here sometime in January with a finalized design, and then hopefully a 10 to 12 week construction window for one vendor, and one's a little bit longer. So we just got to kind of weigh all of that and make a decision.
So roughly maybe summer of 2021?
That'd be ideal, yeah.
That's
ideally,
our goal.
Yep, exactly.
Perfect. Vice Mayor?
It says industry standard 1-year warranty. That bothers me, 1 year.
It's the way they do it. It's a little different. Certain items have certain different warranties. So like the paint and the steel fixtures will, some cases, go all the way up to 10 or 15 years. The nozzles, depending on if they're PVC nozzles or if they're brass nozzles, that'll change the warranty. The paint, the concrete, everything. Overall, the minimum we'll get is a year on everything, and then it kind of phases out as we go.
I can handle that.
Councilwoman?
So, Nick, thank you. You did great. So they're different sizes. One's 2,225 sprays. The other one's 2,530 sprays.
Correct, and I've just actually made contact with that smaller pad rep and trying to get it back up to the 25 each and the 30 as well, just so we have apples to apples that can really compare the two. Yeah, concept-wise, they're very similar. We're just going to try to get that size equal, and then we can make the decision.
And I love it that they're both ADA. So you said concrete finish. Is that going to be able to be like colored or acid wash so it kind of matches?
There are those possibilities, and we'll work through all that as the design goes and see kind of what we end up settling on.
And then size-wise, how does this 2,500 compare to the one at the pool?
The one at the pool is right around 2,800.
Oh, okay.
So
it's a little
pretty
bit-
similar, just not a circle, and far less of that overhead spray that the one at Mountain Valley Splash has. This will be a little more out of the ground, embedded in nozzling.
It just doesn't look as big because it's kind of contained.
Right.
So I got a letter we all got a letter, but I guess it didn't come to all of our emails from Nancy Hart today, who's a resident out there, and she couldn't come because her husband's ill. But she is expressing her opposition to a splash pad, and I explained to her that it came up very high on all of our surveys and that it was a done deal because we'd already talked to the funder about it. But then she also brought up two other things, and one of them is a bridge over the veranda. But we already have a bridge out there where you can walk on the far right side as you're looking at the park.
Correct. We do have one ADA accessible bridge, and the other one is a low water crossing with some concrete
Right.
in dry conditions. Yeah.
So there's a bridge out there, but what I think is a good thing for us to look at, Casey, in the future, and Nick, is she's asking for another pavilion out there. And I think that maybe once, because the one out there seems like one of the smaller ones, maybe, I think, park-wise. But I think once the Dorn homes get done, plus the existing core neighborhood, plus the splash pad, that might be something that we want to put on our wish list.
And that would be a really good thing to bring up when we have our budget retreat.
It'll be on my list.
There you go. Yeah, Mayor, if I could.
Yes, sir.
One thing I'd like to point out, and first off, it's a compliment to Casey and her new team, and that is you've had come before you arts projects here at the government complex. You can see construction underway right now for a water feature out in front of the Civic Center. You have Nick talking about a spray pad, and there was a challenge laid out to the newly reformed Community Services Department to get projects out the door. And hats off to you guys for doing a really good job. And I saw the drawings for a long-awaited new bathroom facility at Mountain Valley Park. And that's being designed right now. So hats off to you guys. You're making great progress. You're doing it in a really timely fashion, and you're going to spoil us.
Don't stop.
Awesome. Nick, great job on this. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Seriously, Nick is amazing. He should be like an assistant town manager or something. He gets things done. All right, so another thing that we started talking about in the beginning with the new leadership with Parks and Recreation is a scholarship program for people in the community who may not be able to afford Parks and Recreation type events, swimming, dance classes, things like that, basketball camps. And this is something I guess that they all talked about for a long time. And I said, let's just do it. Let's get it done. Let's push it forward. So that's what we did. Our community outdoor education coordinator, Bryce, set up a button in our Rec 1 system, which people put in their requests for meeting rooms, verandas, fields, and things like that. So, and for registration for classes. So when they register, there's also a button that says donate. I don't have a picture right now because we're trying to work out the bugs with it. But once it's up and running, that donate button will give people the opportunity to donate whatever it is that they want. We're hoping for $1 million. So how are we going to do this? So some of the guidelines, of course, is you have to be 17 and under. You must live within the Humboldt Unified School District. We're going to probably ask for a utility bill or proof of address. And also, here's kind of our tiered system. In order to get the scholarship, you have to be on the HUSD free or reduced lunch program. What if the child does not attend HUSD? Of course, homeschoolers too. So those are some of the things that we're going to be working on. But we feel that it's very important that our children in the community have the same opportunity as those who pay for attending some of our classes, events, things like that. So as we work out the bugs for this, we'll push it out, and I think it's going to be a great opportunity to give everybody a chance to participate in what we offer here. Any questions?
I do. Councilman?
Yeah, okay, you're using HUSD guidelines. Have you been in touch with HUSD and talking about it? Because they have several different community partners that work very well with them and are usually more than generous, make contributions towards something like this or do a fundraiser towards something like this.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what we're talking about, fundraisers, businesses, helping out. I think once we get this up and going, it's going to be just limitless.
Councilman?
Is there any way the first Humboldt Unified School District could be Town of Prescott Valley instead?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Right. And then that way, I still like the Humboldt Unified School District free reduced lunch as the guideline, but I'd rather the top one be Town of Prescott Valley.
Yes, absolutely. Anything else?
What else?
All right, we are DUN.
Go on.
Thank you.
Anything else, council? Mr. Tarkowski? All right, folks, sorry for a short night, but go Cards.